Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. All right, well, now we're working with the sleeve that's going to go around the top of this, and actually I'm thinking it's going to be a pinch sleeve, but maybe split all the way down and 2 bolts, one on each side. But you know, rather than do the outside first, what we're going to do is bore it first, get it to size, and then come back in and do the exterior, mostly because we're all set up to bore. We're going to move you so you can see a little bit better. And we're going to come in with center drill. I don't know what kind of steel that is, but it is some hard ass steel. I can barely get that drill bit through there. So we're gonna go find something else that's a little more flexible here, and we'll be back. Okay, so we got a piece of 8620. That's gonna be a lot more machinable than whatever that other stuff was. I have no idea. Let's see what this looks like. We don't really need to center drill it. That's okay, maybe we do. Okay, we got our hole cut, and you noticed I had to put a crescent wrench on this end. Well, that's just how it goes with this, because, and I got this bit at a, I don't know, garage sale or something like that. It's probably bought it for a couple of bucks, and it's a hell of a good bit, but somebody took off the lock. And so consequently, it doesn't lock. You know, hey, throw a crescent wrench on it, we're good. All right, so we've got our hole, and we need to find our pipe. Where's that? We're almost there. I mean, hell, it's just a couple of thousandths maybe, and we're set. Let's bring our boring bar back in. For our boring head. Well, hell, I almost completely spaced out filming this part here, and we've cut our seats, and that looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do is come in and drill our holes and get those set up, and probably even thread them, and then cut our piece in half. So let's find the 3/4 inch wrench. I swear I'm always losing that sucker. Oh, there it is. It fell on the floor. Okay. Take our mill bit out. Drop our table down a ways. Drill chuck in. We'll start with a center drill. Come down. Whoops. We're hitting the chuck. Let's stretch this drill bit out a little bit. Get a small drill bit to take us all the way through. Something maybe about that size. Let's get you over on the other side. That's better. All right, we're going to take our drill all the way through. All right, drop that right there, and we're going to figure out what size this is and what size drill bit we need. And I believe it's a 5/16, but I can't guarantee that. Yep, the slide's right on there, so and it's a 3/8 die, so we're working with 3/8 here. Now, all right, so we go all the way through with a 5/16 drill bit. go. And I just take it down until it starts slipping and turn the damn thing off. And we got, you know, maybe 2 turns there. Just enough to get it square. And we may have to go down just a little further, huh? Alright, crank her on down. Now we're dealing with 8620, so this stuff is a little stiffer. It's the kitty cat sitting on her favorite chair next to, guess what? The wood stove. Only while it's hot though. And she's just patiently waiting to go back down to the house where it's warm. Well, Nick Collier here again. It's the next day. It's a quiet late spring morning, and we're ready to get back onto this project here. And I ran out of battery yesterday, so we didn't get this last couple of steps, so I'm going to walk you through this. What I did is once I cut the holes for the bolts, I came in with a tool bit and laid it across here without releasing that, and then scribed a line across the bottom of this. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's there. And so now we're going to take this out here. Oh yeah, first thing we want to do, and I'm going to bring you in closer. All right, well, first thing we're going to do is we're going to, using this scribe line, we're going to find center. Oops, let's do it from this side. And probably just going to eyeball it, because this isn't a real critical move here. And we'll just kind of bring it in a little bit more maybe. And that looks pretty good right there. And we're going to scribe our center line. Okay, so we got our center line. And we're going to put this in back in the vise. Or take our tool bit, run it out, and just rotate this around until it drops in just at the tool bit. Right about there. Tighten it up real good. And then we know to come in and we're going to cut that line and cut this thing in half. Okay, we got our saw blade in. We've got our set up on our line. All we need to do now is start cutting. We're going to lock down our gibs. Yeah, we can spin that a little faster, I would think. We're just going to run this in by hand for the moment. Alright, what's holding us back here? I don't don't think we tightened it down. Ha! Nope. All right, now it's tightened down. We're ready to go again. All right, well our ring closed up on the bit. So we have to kind of figure out how to spread that apart. Shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Still pretty tight. There we go. Okay. Now we flip this around. Did we get all the way through? Not all the way, but almost. So we're just like, you know, just a smidge out on the end there. Okay, so now we can just put this in and backwards. Should be just fine. Drop our bit in. Get this out of ways. And we need to get a flashlight in on that. All right, there's our line. And we're still at the same level, so we should be just fine. And we should be able to pop this right apart. Looks like it. That one little inside edge is catching, but other than that, we're good. All right, well, we need to take, and this needs to be threaded deeper, and this needs to be drilled out. So we'll start with the threading process, and we'll move over. All right, good. 3/8 by 16. We're gonna go ahead and drop ourselves a little oil in there. Put our tap in. And get started. Well, this is going to be a pretty straightforward deal here. Take a 3/8 bit, run it down through that hole. No big deal. Unless, of course, it gets away from you. Then it's a big deal. All right, we'll try this one more time. All right, so we got our counter holes. All right, well, we've got our collar in place, and I'm going to spin it around for you. And that should work out pretty good. We'll spin it back where it belongs. And then we're going to bring this piece of T-bar in, and it will tie into the collar right there, and then come back over here. Well, you may not be able to see this, but it's going to stretch all the way back over to the bar. Let's see if you can see it. You can't. So we'll come back. All right, well, it's time to weld up these two junctions here. We'll see what we can do about that without making a big mess. Couple of tacks. Make sure we're still good. We are. Since we're here, let's just do the top one. And all looks good. It looks like it kicks over just a little bit. So slightly better, but it's not an issue. We're going with it. Okay, we're welded in. We'll come back in a few minutes. Nick Collier here. It's another day, and it's probably in the afternoon, and we're kind of continuing to work with this this piece here, and we've got our arms in place. What we need to do now is put a support between here and here, so that this arm doesn't start jumping back and forth. And what I've come up with is a piece of T-bar, which is great stuff. I think this has been sitting around the shop for, I don't know, 10 years. I bought it at a garage sale for, a quarter or something like that. So and finally it's going to get put to use. So we've got our cut up here that's going to match the contour of the sleeve, and then this is just a little bit up, so I'm going to cut a V here that'll give us just a little bit of room. Let me see if I can come up with a pen. And our V is going to take place right there. I mean, we're talking about 3/16. We'll take that over to the saw. Can you see it? Let's see if we can. I mean, it's not exactly a straight line, but it is a line. And we're going to take that over the saw and cut it out, and then put it on the press and just bend this just a little bit. We're going to give that a try. Let's just take and cut it. All right, let's see how this is going to do. It's just going to be a fake it press. So let's just see, give it a try and see if it'll do it. You know what? Maybe we can put something on top of it here. That's plenty of bend right there. Look at that. All right, let's take it and sand this down and kind of round the edges off and make it more smooth. And just for your knowledge, we have done 2 of them. There they are. And we'll go over and put them on and see what they look like.